What's up, guys? Welcome to the second step to starting your Amazon FBA journey. Now, whether you're going to do Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, having Amazon ship the products for you and take care of customer service, or if you're going to do merchant filling, which is you keep the product on hand and when the customer purchases, you ship it to the customer and you get to handle all customer service. No matter which route you decide to go, you need to have an account. So we're going to dive in and show you how to set that up. All right, guys. So once you get onto the Amazon Services website, you have a few different things to check out here. Now, you can just jump straight in, start selling. You can click that button right there if you want to, or I recommend you actually go through and do a little bit of research because you need to know what you are getting yourself into. This is your business moving forward, so you need to know the ins and the outs on how this all works. So you can see Amazon already has their base of customers ready to purchase. That's why we're using the Amazon platform, because that's already there. You don't have to go out and market this stuff yourself. Number two, you can choose the FBA option, which I'm a big fan of, and have Amazon do pretty much most of the work for you. And then number three, because of that existing customer base, you get to have your products right in front of them already. Now, a couple different options. One, you have a pro account, and then number two, you have an individual account. I'll go through the differences between those. So we're gonna go up to benefits. So on this page, you can see a little bit more on the difference between these two plans. One is $40 per month, flat rate. The other is going to be 99 cents per sale. Now, if we go under this pricing tab, you'll get a little breakdown on the differences between these two. So here's the big difference. The professional plan is a flat $39.99 per month. There's no extra 99 cents per sale. So this is a great plan if you plan on selling more than 40 items per month. Now, as an individual, you do not have to pay the $40 per month. You just pay per item sold. So if you plan on selling less than 40 items per month, then you probably just want to pay the 99 cents per item, plus your typical Amazon fees that you'll see come with that. So now let's go under eligible categories. And you're going to see there are a few different category types. Open categories are going to be categories such as electronics, toys, home and kitchen, etc. These mean that you do not need any type of approval to sell in those main categories. Now, categories requiring approval, this means specifically the big three is what we refer them to as. This is going to be grocery, health and personal care, and beauty. These three big categories, to get ungated in these or apply to get approved, you'll hear the term ungated. And in order to make that happen, you must have invoices from either distributors or from the manufacturers themselves. Amazon is looking for product authenticity in this case, so you want to make sure that you're able to get a hold of those to get ungated in those three. Now, there are other categories that need approval, but they take less than 5 minutes. These are things such as automotive, clothes, shoes. There's a couple different ones just like that. And then if you want to check out how to get approval in any of the categories that need it, all you do is go to this contact us right here and they'll tell you exactly what you need. So scrolling down to the categories on this page, you can go ahead and scroll through and it will tell you exactly what types of products are under the categories, what conditions you are allowed to sell in, and if there is approval required, and pretty much exactly how to do it. Everyone's always asking, how do I get ungated in beauty? Easy. Click on requirements and give Amazon exactly what they want. You're going to get ungated. Now, specifically with ungating, this is another video we'll cover down the road. With ungating, you're rarely going to get it the first time. This honestly comes down to the Amazon rep that you are talking to. Myself, for example, beauty took me about 4 tries. Health and personal care took about 3 tries. Everyone is going to be different, so you just need to make sure, number one, you have those invoices that are legit, and number two, you just have to be persistent with applying. A big benefit of a pro account is you can get ungated inside of these categories. If you are an individual seller, you cannot. You have to stick with things like books or baby. You have to stick with those types of open categories. So I'm a big fan of the pro account, one, because if you plan on selling more than 40 units per month, then you actually are going to benefit from that because you're going to be paying less in the long haul. Number two is you actually get to apply and become ungated in these different categories. Then of course you've got your FAQ tab here, so you can go through, check out common questions. So once you decide which area you want to start with, I recommend personally professional account just because you get more for what you're actually paying. If you plan on making this an actual business, you are going to sell way more than 40 items a month. I can promise you that. So if you're going to go in this and make it a true business, go with the pro account solely just for the purpose that you can get ungated in those different categories. And by becoming ungated in different categories, you actually get to lower your competition because it takes a little bit of work to get in there. Not everyone is willing to put in just a little bit of effort to get ungated. Or if you are just brand spanking new, you want to test the waters, you can start out as an individual seller and upgrade to a professional seller when you're ready. All right, now since I already have an account with Amazon, I can't go step by step on the screen itself and show you how to create one, but based on a few common questions I've gotten, I'll give you some tips. So when you click on that button to sign up, create your account as either an individual or a professional seller, the first thing you're gonna see pop up is your generic, fill out your information, your name, your address, telephone number, all of that kind of stuff. So it's as simple as just filling out like any other setup or application would be. Now, a few common questions. Number one is, Chaz, do I need a business license to run this? The answer is no. You can sign up with just your social security number and your name. This is called a sole proprietor. This means it's just you personally. This is going to run through your social security number come tax time as a personal income. Now, if you have an LLC and you have gone through the steps to establish that, then you are going to use your EIN or employer identification number. After you fill out that first page, next page, you're gonna see something called display name. This is a common one that people are thinking, I don't know what display name is. This is what customers will see. Now, do customers pay attention to names on Amazon storefronts? I have no idea. I personally don't think that name matters too much. I think you just put in whatever you want the customer to see. So this can be your average Joe sales. If you're very generic, if you are specifically in cell phone, then you could do something with Cell Tech USA or something like that. But the thing with your display name, don't go fancy, don't waste a lot of time trying to think about the perfect name because it really doesn't matter. And you can always change it in your settings. It's literally just 2 clicks, change it, boom. There's no penalties, there's no fees or anything like that. You can always change it. Now on the next page, you are going to have to put in either your credit card or a Visa debit card. This is used as your payment method. So let's say you have had no sales and the month comes up and you owe that $39.99. If it's not in your Amazon balance from sales itself, it will come off of that backup card. Now, towards the final pages, you are going to see something that pops up and it's going to be taxpayer information. Again, if you're running everything under your personal social security number as a sole proprietor, just keep it basic. You put in your personal information, your full name, your address, your social security number, etc. It's who is going to pay those taxes. That's what that is for. Now, if you have an established business name under an actual LLC, which acts as its own separate entity, this is where you are going to use the BIN, the EIN. There's different options depending what it shows you on your page, but you're going to complete the information as that because then when it comes tax time to file those taxes, you're going to use that business as the business income that's running through, and that's what your taxes are going to be out of. Now, with any tax question, please refer them to your local CPA, somebody that is familiar with the e-commerce world. None of us up here on YouTube or in the Facebook groups can help you with tax information because it does vary state by state, even down to county by county. So we can't answer those questions for you. So I highly recommend you talk to a CPA. A lot of them will do free consults if you want to sit down and say, hey, here's my situation. I signed up for this Amazon business. What's the right way to get my stuff set up in my state? But aside from that, the setup process is very simple. After that is all complete, you're going to have full access to your Amazon Seller Central, which acts as your online office. And this is where the fun begins. Be sure to hop over to number 3, check out what you need to do next, and I'll see you there.